response more valuable. I also talked about how it can improve your career development and your financial success. And I also talked about how you can obtain emotional intelligence. Today, I'm going to talk about how you can improve your emotional intelligence. And there are 3 different ways that you can improve your emotional intelligence. First way, you can evaluate your emotions, identify your emotions, and control your emotions. Today, I also have a visual aid that will assist in illustrating these practices. The first step in improving your emotional intelligence is to identify your emotions. For example, how do you respond when you're stressed? Well, for starters, we respond in 2 different ways, internally and externally. Internally, our muscles can constrict, our heart beats faster, and our blood pressure rises. But externally, we respond differently. Some become angry, others can become agitated, and some can be withdrawn or even freeze up. Or we may look just like these images here. But once you know yourself and how you will respond to stress, you will be able to realize these emotions for what they are and bring yourself back into a relaxed state. You will become aware of your emotions. And once you're aware of your emotions, you'll be able to manage your emotions and control your behavior in a more effective and healthy way. In order to achieve this step of identifying your emotions, I recommend asking yourself some questions to practice. For example, ask yourself questions such as, why do I believe this way? And why do I act this way when somebody challenges my belief? Now, the next step in improving your emotional intelligence is to evaluate your emotions. Now, in order to accomplish this task, you need to have an open mind. And in order to have an open mind, you need to seek to understand and reflect on the thoughts and opinions of others. Having an open mind means considering all possibilities so that you can respond in a positive way. Let's face it, when we're in a disagreement with someone, when we're engaged in conflict, we can't always be right. We're not the kind of majestic individuals that think that we are above everyone else and we aren't wrong. So in order to have an open mind, I recommend making sure that you consider all these possibilities so that once you're in conflict, you'll be able to look at the other person's perspective and be aware of what they're feeling. Doing it this way will allow you to be able to manage conflict in a healthy way and in a self-assured manner. Now, to achieve this step, I recommend putting yourself in a hypothetical situation. Imagine any one of you in a project with someone and there's a disagreement. How would you respond? What is the appropriate way to respond? And once you continue to challenge yourself and put yourself in these hypothetical situations, you'll be more prepared and more skilled and able to challenge yourself and deal with these situations effectively. Now, the final step in improving your emotional intelligence is to control your emotions. Here you have some images of people who are having effective conversations. You have a picture here of someone with 3 different faces. How should this person respond? And you see this man right here is trying to correct himself to appropriately respond. In order to control your emotions, you need to be able to communicate effectively. It's a very difficult thing to do, and it's something that you have to do constantly. Communicating effectively allows you to influence others and manage conflict much better. Before you respond to certain situations, I'm sure some of you may have received that nasty email or that telephone message, and you just want to quickly just pick up the phone and respond to that email and tell that person exactly what you think of them, right? Well, Charlie's breathing heavy. Well, practicing this method to control your emotions allows yourself to take a step back, respond in a relaxed state, and a clear mind. Avoid the urge to respond quickly. If you need a day, that's fine. But once you practice this method, you'll be able to have a more productive conversation and diffuse the conflict. Now, as you can see, these are the 3 steps to improving your emotional intelligence. To identify your emotions, evaluate your emotions, and control your emotions. I'm going to look at the timer here to see if I have enough time to answer any questions. Oops. Okay. Okay. Does anyone have any questions?
Yes, I have one. I'm Georgia Fan. I don't know the format. Do you have to introduce yourself before you ask a question?
That's okay. You can just ask the question.
So I was just wondering that since the title is about emotion, there are probably what I can call 2 types of emotions. Negative ones like stress that makes you unhappy. But there are also good kinds of emotions, happy, excited. So are we talking about the negative side of emotions?
That's a great question. Glad you brought that up. If you have noticed, yes, I've tailored mainly on dealing with conflict resolution. So mainly what's involved in that is dealing with stress-related situations, something that we can all relate to in this field of business. So yes, for the purpose of this discussion and for the time requirements, I'm just focusing on just the conflict resolution that deals with stress. I think I have time. Well, I'm getting the signal here. That's enough questions. But, take one more. All right, does anyone have one more? Okay. Well,
I feel cut off all the time for one. So which one is it?
Are we on red?
okay. Toastmaster of the day.
Nice job, Eric.